in, okay.
I just thought
Okay, well,
everybody
good
would be
morning, folks.
here.
First of all, let me hear from you guys. How was your weekend? What wins and what challenges did you guys have? So pretty much we discuss your tracker is what as we do the first few minutes of the meeting, okay? So let's start with Hockren.
Good
What,
morning. I had a open house Friday night, 4 to 6 p.m. And that one was fairly decent. I was surprised at the traffic. I had about three people come in for a
mhm.
Friday night. And then I went to Union Station and kind of networked and talked to a bunch of people at Oktoberfest and kind of handed out business cards while I was out there on Friday. And then Saturday, I was back at the same house, noon to 2, really busy traffic. Met a gentleman in there that liked my personality. We uh, meshed really well together. Unfortunately, he told me he was working with an agent, but took all of my information. He even signed in and gave me his information. So I may just like follow up with him and just, it's like a touchy or like a sensitive road. So I can't like obviously tell him to leave his agent for me, but at least I could help out or whatever.
Yes, you can't do that, but you can like encourage him to have his agent. You can kind of partner and say,
Hmm.
I would be more than happy to work with your agent to, uh, that way you develop a relationship with that other agent because it's always good to have relationships, believe me. Uh,
100%.
yeah, so that's always a good thing. Today, by the way, today you guys can't see him, or I don't know if you could see him because everybody seems to be in the dark. We have Jeffrey here. Jeffrey joined us what a few months ago?
Last month
Last month, and you
in
got
September, yeah.
licensed when?
Beginning of September. So,
Okay, and you're licensed in both states or what?
just Missouri for now.
Okay, so he's licensed in Missouri. So if you see Jeffrey around and he needs some assistance, if he asks you a question, let's be helpful and see if we can get him going. Okay? Remember, we all work as a team here. So next, let's see. I have Amber. Amber, you want to
Hey
share
guys.
your experience, strengths, and hopes, your wins and your losses, which by the way, losses are also wins according to me.
It's been pretty, I guess, losses for me. I actually had a really tough week. Come to find out that someone I knew ended up listing with somebody else. And now they're kind of avoiding eye contact with me, which is fine. So quite not quite really sure, but Angel, I'll talk to you about it like on the side because I think I have like an idea what's kind of happening, and I want to be able to figure out how to overcome a few things. Um,
Okay. We can talk
uh,
about it on the side.
yeah.
But this is also a great this is also a really good topic to talk about if we can talk it in a group here.
Actually, yes, sure. I can because maybe other people may have experienced this or not. So, it kind of basically comes down to that they were not comfortable with someone else on my team that I am associated with. So
Okay.
they decided to basically kind of not use me for those reasons.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and I guess I can kind of respect that because you can't make people work with you if they're just not comfortable with certain things or whatnot. But I do wish that I had more of an opportunity to clarify that just because somebody is on my team
Mhm.
doesn't necessarily mean, we're just,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Finish.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought
I'm
you
just
had that.
putting my thoughts together, and sometimes
Okay.
because I'm Latin, the words kind of slip out.
Okay, okay, gotcha. So that was so honestly that I'm it's gonna take me a while to get over that one. This one hurts really, really bad. It just does. It stings. Um, so that was my huge loss for this week. And then I my car got totaled the week la early last week as well because I was in a
Oh,
car
are you
accident.
okay?
I'm okay. My car is not. So I'm kind of carless right now as well to kind of trying to share my car with my husband. So that's kind of kept me from being out a little bit more than I would usually either do open houses or whatnot. So I'm hoping
Uh-huh.
to get back in the swing of things this week. Beside that, I did try to reach out to a few people from the FISBO and the expired listings. No luck there whatsoever. I did have only one person reply back to me, so I guess even a no reply that says no thank you is a reply. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, I did not have a good week at all. So this is probably one of the worst weeks I've had in a long time.
Okay. First of all, I want you to take that away from your brain because even a bad week is a win. Okay. Because it makes you think differently. Now, let's go back to the client you lost. Okay. You didn't lose the client. The client didn't like an individual working in your team. Okay. Now, you cannot really communicate with that client now because they're under different representation. Okay. Now, once that deal is done and that deal is sealed and they move into their house, because you had a good relationship with them, is that my understanding?
Yes.
Okay. Now, guys, I want you to listen to this because this is very important because this happens to all of us. I've lost accounts because of an individual that I worked with in the past. Okay, because they did not want to deal with the drama that this individual brought. Okay. So I've lost clients because of this as well. So this is really a really good talking point. And I'm glad that Amber brought it up. And Amber, I know you wanted to talk about it in the side, but I think this is a great topic, okay? So, and so what you do is after the deal is done and they've moved in, I recommend that you communicate with them again and just explain to them, just nicely, thank you that you for, for at least considering me. And I completely understand that, the way they were thinking, but let me assure you that I am here to assist you in the future. And I do, and encourage them to send you referrals and that kind of stuff, and build that relationship again because they're going to need to trust, okay? Because they don't trust the team that you're in, but they need to trust you, and you need to build that. Remember, you're building your own brand. And even though you're in a team, you're still your own individual brand within that team. So they're not really working with that team member, they're working with you. And that's the trust that you need to rebuild.
Hmm.
Okay? Do not, do not, do not think that this is a loss. This is not a loss. This is actually a gain because it's going to make you think differently and it's going to make you come up with the game plan of how you're going to overcome this and how you're going to build that trust again with those folks, okay?
Okay.
You're going to come up with a strategy of how you're going to rebuild that trust. And I'm here to help you with that. We can come up with something together. And also very importantly, it might make you think differently about where you're going to take your brand. Okay. Because start thinking, is this going to continue to happen? Do I need to focus on this or do I need to grow my brand in a different direction? Okay. And we can talk about that. We can expand this conversation on that. Okay. Because just because you're on a team doesn't mean you're going to stay on that team.
Hmm. And I mean, I guess like it's just one of those things like there's always going to be, just because someone has had a bad experience with the other person doesn't necessarily mean that either you are that same person or they would end up in a. So I think I
Exactly.
do appreciate the feedback that I think I will just kind of, reach out after everything is said and done and
Yes, because
yeah.
right. Just don't reach out now because
Yeah.
it's it's a breach and you might get in trouble and you might get fined. But after the whole deal is done, then I recommend you reach out, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Elena, how was your week? Elena, you with us? Let's move on. Alice.
Hi there.
I see a message from her that says I won't be able to talk because she had
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
yeah, it's in the chat.
I see it. I see it now. Okay.
Well, that's a good reason to not be responding.
Okay. Alice, talk to me. Talk to me, girl. What you doing?
Hey, right now at this moment, which I actually need some help with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me start with this weekend. This weekend, I hosted an open house for Austin Home Team. I got a good lead or two from that. I've reached out to them twice since and haven't heard back from either one, though.
That's
So,
fine. That
you know,
happens to a lot of us.
that's fun. But I'm also working on finally trying to start farming my neighborhood. And I'm just wondering, as I'm looking through I just kind of drew a map around my neighborhood area on the
Uh-huh.
MLS and I
Yes.
removed all the filters. And right now I'm going through a list of canceled properties and my jaw is dropped. I'm like, I can't understand why this canceled, or I can understand. I see how it was priced too high. It has 2 bedrooms and it's beautiful, but it's priced too high for the area.
Mm-hmm.
Is there, I had a couple questions about it. Is there a canceled listing script somewhere? Somewhere I can start with how to approach those people? Like,
There is. Let me find that script for you, okay? And
okay.
also
And how
there
do I find out if I'm allowed to
there's
call them?
there's a whole little packet you can put together for canceled properties that
Okay.
and how you
And
can
to get their property sold.
how you can overcome that and sell that property for them, okay?
Okay.
And if you already know they were overpriced for the market, listen, that's already a win, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, you need to come in and we need to sit down and get you a whole canceled listings packet together that you can start mailing out to your farm.
Okay.
Okay?
And then is there a way I can find out if those people are, I don't know where to go to find out if someone's on the do not call list. I'm not gonna lie.
I usually just use the
What is it? Remind? I think Ashley said she thinks it's Remind. She's checking it right now.
Okay.
So hold on for a second for that response.
And
And
then if this next question I'm gonna ask is just good to get with the packet, you can just let me know. But is there any good way to find the owner's contact information on MLS from a canceled listing, or do I have to look up that property in public record?
you got to go to public records. I think Remind has it also, right? Has the owner's information, but you can also go to that. Remember how I showed you? You could go to that tax record tab, the realist. The realist
Yes.
will have their information, but it won't have their contact information. It just has who owns it. But then you
Okay.
have to put on your detective hat and do some research to try to find some contact information.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
And
right.
then there's also a website that you can go to see if somebody is on the do not call list.
We think it's Remind though.
She's double checking. I
Okay.
think that Remind has it. We think Remind has it. But there definitely is a do not call website that you can go and check to see if somebody is on that list.
Okay.
Are you able to pull that up, Jeffrey? To see
Is
if
it?
to see what website is it for a do not call, because I believe there's a website that has a website you can go to find out if somebody's on a do not call list. If you can check that real quick for us, that'll be great. Jeffrey, this is Ashley. Have you met Ashley?
Mhm.
Okay.
Hello. There's a do not call list.
Is it a free website?
There's one through the FTC. Uh,
We get to rewind over our PR. Maybe the person I happen to look at is not on the call, do not call us.
redx.com.
I've never heard of RedX. I'll find that. I know there is a website that we can go to as agents.
There is a
Okay.
call.gov.
That's it. That's what I
Call.gov.
remember. Do not call.gov. I believe that is it.
Alrighty then. Thank you.
Jamie Ann, thank you for joining us.
But man, some of these houses that have been canceled in Beacon Hill are beautiful.
Now let's see. We have Ashley in the room. Ashley, what did you do to grow your business last week?
I did a lot of social media outreach. I took the weekend off from holding an open house, so I did not do that. But it was kind of nice because I was sort of recharging over the weekend and had a message from a couple that I had met at an open house the previous weekend. So last night, got a Zoom meeting set with them. They live in Omaha, but for Wednesday, and then they're coming down on Friday, and we're gonna look at houses.
Awesome.
So kind of goes to show that even when you're taking a beat and just taking a breath, some of the seeds that you planted can come to fruition.
That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. So let me share a little bit of what happened with me over the weekend. I had some good news. I had some bad news and some good news. So I have a client that we lost the contract on, but then we turned, that contract we were working on, we lost it. And the agent called and said, "Hey, your offer was really good. Do you guys want to be on backup?" And my client said, "I don't want to be anybody's backup." Which I thought was pretty funny. But it turned around that the house she really liked, we won the bid on. So we are under contract. So I was dealing with that while I was trying to enjoy a wedding, my friend's nephew's wedding. We were trying to uh and it was so funny because literally, this is the life of an agent. I'm sitting there because they had me, you know how they do the weddings and they put all the families in the front pews, you know. So they had me part of the family. And this is me with my phone, literally doing this, working a deal. As the young couple said, I do, my contract said, I do also. It was, you have to see it. It was literally, I had my phone on as they were saying their I do's. And anyway, and so my client is really excited. And the way we won the contract was really very interesting because we were neck and neck with the other person. And it was so wonderful because uh, the 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 person selling the house is an elderly woman, and she's already in the nursing home, but she still has her wits about her, and we shared our stories. So it goes to show that sometimes sharing your stories goes a long way. And I explained to the agent that my client is a single mom raising two daughters, and she really loves the house. And she knows there's some foundation issues, and that's why we put a lower bid. And we can only go up to this point, and just because. Anyway, we probably didn't have the strongest offer, but the seller said, I want the single mom with the two daughters to have my home. And she signed on the dotted line. That's how we won the contract.
The love letters.
We didn't do a love letter. We just had a conversation. But it was, yeah, it was like a love letter, but it was in a conversation. And yeah.
Like when I send my terms.
So and so anyway, it was good. It was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. Details. Okay. Hold on one second. That was the agent. He wants the details because we're closing here and he's with Continental Title right now. So anyway, we're always working on deals. So no, I'm glad that Amber brought up her deal. Before I forget, uh, Kristen couldn't join us, but she wanted me to make sure I share that the business clinic. Please, I would really like you, the agents, to join. There is um, October the 9th from 1 to 4. That's the one that I signed up for. That's for individual agents. And then there is October the 11th from 9 to noon. And that's first timers and first year in business agents. And October the 16th from 9 to noon is for team agents. So pick a time and join the class. It's the business planning clinic with David Conderman, who you guys know is our broker and business owner. And he's pretty awesome. So he's really well versed in these spreadsheets. And as you can see, everything is a spreadsheet for him. And if it's not on that spreadsheet, it's not happening. And that's the way you should run your business. And that's how I'm learning my business this year. If it's not on a spreadsheet, it's not happening. Right, Ashley?
It's true. Not my calendar, it doesn't
She-
exist.
As she's typing away at her calendar. And so, okay. Now we have Jeffrey. Jeffrey,
Yo.
what did you do last weekend to try to grow your business?
Well, I met with Kristen and I met with Kristen and she got me on with Megan as my launch coach.
Okay.
Is it Megan or Megan?
It's Megan.
Megan. Okay.
Mhm.
Anyway, she got me on with Megan as my launch coach. And then yesterday I cleared out some contacts on my phone, and so this morning I uploaded my phone stuff to Command. So it's all on there now. And I think I have one of my friends who's going to start looking for a place in November. So I texted him this morning, and so I'm gonna see if he'll give me a call later or give him a call tomorrow or this evening. And
To see if you can land him as a client.
yeah,
Okay. Did you ask for the business or did you just ask for a conversation?
well, I just asked for a conversation because when I had told him a couple months ago that I was starting my real estate stuff, he said, "Oh, that's great. I'm gonna be looking for a place in November." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Well, let me know." So Kristen when I talked to her on Friday, said that I might want to go ahead and contact him and tell him that he might want to start getting pre-approved for a loan, because we can't really do anything if he doesn't have a loan. So,
Well, my recommendation is work with your coach, Megan, to prepare what is called a buyer's presentation. And
Right.
that's where you can have the conversations with your client or your potential client about what they need to do to prepare to buy a home. And that's also where you ask for the business, okay? Because you want them to sign that that piece of paper, making you their agent.
right.
Okay. And Megan will go over all that paperwork with you. If Megan's not here, I'll be more than happy to meet with you as well. We kind of share responsibilities if she's not around. So I'll be more than happy to help you as well. But Megan is your main coach, so I would check with her and get that rolling, because there's a certain conversation you have to have. Well, there's a buyer's conversation, there's a seller's conversation, okay?
Right.
Awesome, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Looking forward to you having that first client, man.
Yeah.
I need to put you up on the board there with the little first client up there.
Well, I haven't talked to him, or I haven't.
It's okay. I got faith. I know you're gonna have a little line up there. That's all. Okay. Well, let's see. There was something I wanted to talk about, and just give me a second. I gotta find it. I did everything on my phone today because I'm trying to be a really good thing here, and I think it's on this page. Yeah. Nope. Let me ask everyone a question here. Does somebody have a question or a challenge that they would like to discuss? Remember, this is your meeting, and I'm here to assist you in any particular challenge that you have. So before I move on, do you have any particular question or challenges?
Angel, I've got a question.
Oh, I was going to say, good. Everybody's doing fantastic. I want to see that money rolling in. Go
At
ahead.
my open house on Saturday,
Yes.
I had one, I'm gonna say prospect, but they were with their agent that they came in while I was hosting my open. And the
Mhm.
agent introduced themselves, let me know, hey, my clients are here, they're gonna walk around.
Yeah.
And then they kind of separated. So the agent went upstairs, the clients walked around the main level for a while, and then their clients started asking me questions about the property and the neighborhood and like the HOA and all of that. Is it appropriate for me to be giving that information, or should that be the agent's
Well,
responsibility?
I always recommend that the agent is there. If the
Okay.
agent is standing with them, yes, you can go ahead and give the information. But if the agent wasn't there, I would kind of ask if the agent can come back and join the conversation.
Okay.
Because I don't want later on to say, well, he spoke to my client and I wasn't in the room.
That's understandable. What I did instead is I told them those are really good questions, but since you're here with your agent, I'd ask them because I don't want to overstep on their toes. But here's an
Very
information
good.
sheet that I print out, and that's
Very
what I
good.
gave them.
Very good. You did great. That is another way to handle it. Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Next question. I know people have questions. Come on, people, ask me questions. Ashley, I know you're duking in high cotton, but what questions you have for me? You always challenge me. Come on, Ashley. You're right here.
What about so I have this client that I'm working with in Omaha, and it's for me, it's not as hard because it's the second one I've done that's been moving in from out of town. But what do you suggest for kind of locking those clients in when they're coming in to shop from like Omaha or Junction City or somewhere that's not here?
You haven't locked them in. They're not locked in yet.
I mean, I think we're solid. We've had lots of conversations. We're having our Zoom
Okay.
call on Wednesday, and then I have my TC preparing all of their stuff so that I can send that over right after the Zoom call.
Okay. So that's when you lock them in.
Mhm.
It's that Zoom call.
Yeah.
And you don't show them a property until you say, this is this. I need these. Yeah, I need these documentation. You hear that, folks? I'm sure you guys heard it, but you got to make sure you lock those folks in before you show properties. And so she's already had several conversations with the client, and she asked, what do I recommend? And I recommend you lock those clients in her last meeting, which she's going to have a Zoom here this coming Wednesday. So that's when she locks them in. She'll lock them in then, and then she shows them a property on Friday. Do not open the store and sell the goods for free, folks, because you do not show, first of all, you can't do it. You can't show properties without them signing. And if they give you a hard time and you just explain to them that these are the new regulations as of 2024? 2024, the new regulations is they have to have a signed document for you to show them properties. And some folks will give you a hard time, but I've been witnessing lately that a lot of folks, a lot of educated folks that know the system and follow it, they know all the new regulations. So they just are signing. They're like, oh yeah, we understand. And boom, they sign. And so, but make sure that before you show a property, you have them sign, because if you show a property without that signature and you get busted, you're going to be in big trouble, big trouble. I know there's what is it, a ton of fines, and also you can lose your license. So, and right now, folks, I'll tell you something. They've already settled with all the real estate companies. So right now, what they're looking for is to start going after agents. So please, CYA, in case you don't know what CYA is, I'm sure that's what it is. That's what it is, CYA. Okay? Okay, Amber, do you have another question for me? I know you have good ones.
I do not. I mean, this is really helpful, but I'm looking forward to our meeting this Friday, but I don't have any questions right now.
Yeah, our meeting is going to be fun. I was going over your KPA. It's going to be good.
I'm looking forward to it.
And let's see who else we have out there. Now, folks, I like having these open discussion meetings. And it's always good because I prepare something, but I like when we just talk about life itself because, and sorry, Elena always has some really good challenging questions, but she can't speak. So, Elena, I'm glad you're here though. Um, Alice, do you have any more good questions for us? If not, we're going to end our session early today because I have to prepare for another meeting that's coming and I'll talk with you before you leave, okay?
Okay.
And I want, and I think everybody congratulated Amy. Did everyone congratulate Amy on her 4 deals?
Yes, congratulations, Amy.
Yes, and also it's Amy is going into her team, so uh she yeah, she is she
She'll be around.
she'll be around. She'll be around. She just is now formally in her team. She's going to be with the Austin short team. So, but she is a wonderful agent. And so if you have an opportunity to pick her brain, she's really good. Okay. Looking forward to working alongside her as an agent here, as I do with all you guys. And Jamian, what's going on in your world, Jamian? I haven't heard from you yet. Jamian? Oh, hold on. There's something in here. Oh, he's trying to fix audio. Okay, he's trying to fix the audio.
I do have a quick question. Angel, when you were
MD
telling-
internal medicine.
Hold
Another.
hold that thought. I need to pick this up. Hey, Amy, Ashley, can you
Got it, yep.
continue? Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna come around. What's your question? Maybe I can help.
are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay, no, my question was all these dates that Angel just told us like in October.
Mhm.
Do you know if all of them will also be kind of available either live or like Zoom calls? Because I definitely want to attend a few of those if time permitted, but I may
Which-
only be able to
Which
join
dates
via
did you
Zoom.
share? I think it was before I got here.
I think it was like one is like the coming up next week. I think it was like October
Oh,
4th.
yeah. Okay, so those are all with David Conderman.
Yeah.
I don't know that they are gonna be Zoom, but if you want, after this call, I'll go double check with Yvette and I'll put it on.
Oh, okay, or I can check too. I was just wondering if
I
you
just
just kind of knew.
Are,
Because I know
that's fine.
sometimes they'll do live too, which is kind of also helpful, but
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't heard that they're gonna be online.
Okay.
Because I know it's a lot of like interactive,
Thanks.
like you'll have your 411 pulled up
Okay.
and then David's gonna walk you through it and help like
Okay.
set goals for the coming year. Cause I think
Thank
that's
you.
the focus, yeah.
All right. Thanks.
And I think it's okay, like if you don't wanna go to the Saturday, if that doesn't work as well, go to the Thursday. I think, or are you're on a team now, is that right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so you may go to the third one that's for
Oh,
team.
okay.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. Cool. Does anyone else have anything for the good of the group? All right, Angel's still on his call, so I'm gonna go ahead and end our call and I'll let him know that I made that choice. Have a good Monday, guys.
You too. Thank you.